Hey, what's good, y'all? I want to thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Raw and Reserve podcast. As always, this is your boy Hook. I'm here with the boy Bam. Bam, what's happening, Captain?
What's going on? We got some beautiful ladies in the building tonight.
All right, so check this out, right? Today's episode, we're going to be discussing double standards as it relates to gender. I think that whether knowingly or unknowingly, at some point, we have all been guilty of it. We've all either, judged a situation or judged people based on societal standards. But we're gonna talk about a bunch of different, very popular and some maybe even some controversial double standards today. And I'm really interested to see what the ladies got to say. I already know what Bam gonna say, but I really wanted to hear the ladies' perspective. But before we get this thing started, we want to go ahead and give our guests an opportunity to introduce themselves. So, LP, you're a first timer. Go ahead and let us know who you are.
What's up, guys? Yours truly, Latoya Patrice here, right here, representing Atlanta, Georgia. I'm an actor, singer, songwriter, herbalist, and I'm just here to give my 2 cents and 5 million after this intellectual conversation today. I sell sea moss and elderberry syrup, which are holistic properties that help your autoimmune system for health and wealth. I don't eat meat, borderline vegan, and I just love myself, and I'm probably gonna outlive all y'all. But I definitely have all the knowledge and wisdom, expertise to just live a healthy life and live it to the fullest and manifestation on.
I know your seat smells good.
It does. I don't eat any meat, and drink a lot of water, pineapple juice, spring water, alkaline. You are what you eat. So whatever we consume is what's gonna come out. How we taste, how we smell, all that. So
Absolutely. And as y'all can tell, man, she's very, 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 very shy.
Right.
First timer and all. Y'all gonna break my cherry today. I'm ready for y'all to pop it.
Yeah, putting a stamp down. I hear you. Shamika, what you got?
Hello, everyone. My name is Shamika Hatcher. I am a best-selling Amazon author. I am also a public speaker. I do a lot of things, but I am a fitness enthusiast. I am also a plant-based vegan. So I understand. Listen, we're all in this to live longer. So me and her are gonna try to outlive each other. But
I think I'm gonna go vegan.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. So we'll see what happens.
Hey man, this probably Raw and Reserve first, man. We got 2 vegans on. How that happened, I don't even know.
Hey,
that plant-based pussy. Yeah. Baby, plant-based pussy up here, baby.
Hey yo, so for the viewers, we need you guys to react. We need you to comment. We need you to share, and we need you to subscribe. I know this is going to be a very good conversation. And as always, before we get this thing cracking, we're gonna go ahead and shout this bad boy up. Shamika, I'm sure she got her water somewhere, and LP probably got some prune juice somewhere. I don't know.
Oh,
she need a pacifier.
The shot.
She need a pacifier with that got that baby gold in the bag.
Hey, she probably got one of her remedies somewhere.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't drink.
Some elderberries, some.
Don't worry, I don't drink either.
You better bring some of that alkaline water.
I got some elderberry juice.
See, exactly. I knew it was one. I knew it was something.
Nah, it's not no elderberry juice, y'all. I'm lying. But I got something.
All right, go ahead and shout the thing up. Here's to a good conversation. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy cracking, man. So, LP, as the first timer, I want to kick things off with you. So, and then we're gonna follow with Shamika. Then I want to hear from you, Bam. So, LP, how do you feel about societal double standards as they relate to gender and gender roles?
The world is pretty screwed up right now, and it's not like it used to. I'm like a late 80s, early 90s baby, so for me, how I was raised, the morals and standards that was taught to me, the principles, I don't see that being mirrored in today's society. So I feel that the relationships are strange. They're a little strange based off your parents, what year you were born, what you were taught, the product of your environment. And the double standards are insane, but some things still haven't changed. I feel men still feel that they can do and move however they want to. That has changed, but now women are up in the ante now. And that's different because when I grew up, women were kind of taught to be a certain type of way. You know, after Lil' Kim came around, we started getting some female, in my era, we started getting some female empowerment, but it just started turning from real to ratchet. So
You making my dick hard.
What happened? Did I do that?
You making my dick hard, but keep talking.
Oh my
That was quick.
goodness. Okay, well, healthy blood flow to the penis does help. So that's good. But I mean, you know, it's double standards everywhere. It's just all about who raised you, how you were raised, and moving forward. It's about open communication and honesty. You just got to get to know people and learn and speak and see who's comfortable with what. But there's many double standards, but most of it hasn't changed, I don't think, these days.
Okay. Shamika, what you got?
Double standards. I actually believe that it's okay to have double standards. Every society has them. However, I do think that Western culture, United States, is unique in the way that our ethics and our morals are really confused. So, like, if you don't know what that is, ethics is like what society says is appropriate, and morals is usually attached to your religion. And so, since we don't have a universal religion, it's really hard to know what's appropriate or what's not appropriate in the United States. So then you see all these like little separations of like what's okay, what's not okay. Like she was mentioning, like there's this whole city girl movement. And in the city girl movement, there are certain behaviors that are okay. But if you grew up with certain parents under a church background, there are other behaviors that are not okay. And so I think double standards are a little more complicated now because there's just not a universal understanding of what's okay and what's not okay, or what women are expected to do versus what men are expected to do.
I agree. We need a universal law. That's what we need.
Now, Bam, do you agree with the ladies in terms of the way the double standards are in today's society?
Man, you know I like to stir up bullshit, right? But goddamn, I agree with these motherfuckers today. I agree with it. Hey, LP.
Yes.
You got a man?
I don't. It's so crazy. I just feel like, honestly, everybody just want to. Are we able to speak freely? Can we curse or not curse?
Hell yeah.
This is not a children's program, so yeah, no.
Honestly, I really want to be, just since I don't have to do that. It's like everybody wants to fuck. Like most men want to do that, and so it's really hard to find men of substance. Like for instance, I met a guy last night.
One night stand?
Huh?
One night stand?
No, definitely not. I'm too divine for that. I'm over that. No.
So you never had a one night stand?
Yeah, absolutely. Long time ago.
About a year ago.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
So I met this guy last night, and long story short, we vibed on a music tip, but he was still very sexual. Like he wanted to like touch me a little more. He sent me a dick pic, and I'm just like, and he wasn't black. He was cute.
24 hours?
Yeah, he sent me a dick pic and all, and I was just like, I didn't see
You
anything.
give off a lot of sexual energy though. Like I can sense that.
But I wasn't giving
Ain't
any
been 24 hours though, bro.
So I'm supposed to dumb myself
I ain't
down
know
as a
her.
woman?
I ain't know her but about an hour right now. Not even an hour, and she give off a lot of sexual energy.
Wow.
So since I was going to save this question for like near the end, but since we're already here,
Look at
thank you.
Yes.
So since LP's already taken us there, a big double standard, right? Body count. So when men have a high body count, we're revered and, we're praised and almost celebrated. But if a woman has an equally high body count, she's seen as a slut or a hoe or, as we say in my hometown, a drop shot. So what do you guys thoughts are relate? What do you guys think about body count as it relates to men versus women?
Shamika, you can go first.
You sure?
Yeah. Okay. So, I think that this is a really stupid conversation.
Yes.
But this is why I think it's a stupid conversation. I think it's a stupid conversation because no one really asked that question. And secondly, I believe that the only reason why you would be called a hoe is if you move around in a manner in which everyone knows your business. So if no one knows your business, then there's no way for you to be called a hoe. So I just feel like just maybe be more discreet. Like, I'm not judging.
No.
Just be discreet.
No.
That's my answer.
But
to
if
the question, Bam.
Yeah,
I don't
Bam.
care what your answer
What-
is. They
It's
asked me.
simple. It's simple. I said this on our last podcast. Is it not easier for women to get dick than it is for men to get pussy?
How do I know I don't have a penis?
I think it's just
Um,
as even. Well,
No.
Listen.
No. Listen. No. Y'all both are wrong. It's easier for a woman to. Y'all might not want to fuck the nigga y'all want to fuck, but y'all can go out every night and get dick.
That's true.
So
That's true.
if pussy was easy for men to get, it wouldn't be a prostitution ring going on in the world.
It's easy. Well, so does it? Can it still be easy even if it's
No,
something involved,
it's like this. It's like this.
Because a man with money can get pussy like
No,
that.
but it's still
A man
harder
with
for a man.
influence can get pussy like
It's
that.
still harder. It's still harder for a man to get pussy because
Is
it
it?
depends. Yes,
For you?
because that girl gonna
Yes,
milk
what
him and she go play him for how she can play him. But listen, the reason why women are not respected is because it's easy for y'all to get dick. It is harder
But it's
for
also-
a man. It's harder for a man to get pussy. So when a man able to conquer a lot of women, that's why he's looked and revered.
Actually,
Because
that's
you-
not why.
stupidest thing.
That's actually not
stupid.
why.
No,
That's
listen.
not why men are
No,
revered.
listen.
The-
Because you don't respect nothing that comes easy. When you got to work for it, it's more respected.
And that,
But does it
Something
matter
that
how
comes
many people that
easy?
you lay with? Does it matter? I think the original question was body count, and I agree with Shamika.
Yeah, to some men it do. Not me personally. I don't care because I want an experienced woman. But
so a man could have 200 bodies, and a woman can have 200 bodies. And
man, if you got 200 bodies, boy, I don't know. That motherfucker pussy ran through. I don't know about that either. God damn.
but
You done had 200 niggas.
Well, no,
in
not
10
me.
years,
I'm just
in
generally
10
speaking.
years, that means you fucking 1.3 men every month.
Well, I ain't talking
Okay,
about
but-
me. That was kind of
But
But no,
also-
listen, people don't respect shit that comes easy. When you got to work for it, it's more revered. That's just how it is. It's just
Okay,
easy for women to get dick. Get dick. So it's kind of looked that bad because y'all can. So if y'all get 100 bodies in 3 months, it's looked down upon.
What if you only had one on one time? Like I've been with a lot of guys, but I only did it one time. Smash and pass. So what does
That's
that
even
make
worse.
me?
That's even worse. That's
I
even
mean,
worse.
really?
That means you undecisive.
No, that means I'm okay. I
Okay.
don't try to one.
That
time
means you're
get five
undecisive.
Yay.
All right, hold up. Shamika, go ahead.
So
One time,
you have a basic argument for why that double standard is what it is. And with all due respect, I do think that most men feel that way. However, when it's put into practice, most men don't ask or care. And that's just the truth. I know men that will wife up a female that everybody knows is the pass around. And that'll be the woman that he deal with. And they all
You're a
know.
fool.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Because you can say whatever you want to, but the reason why there's a double standard with that as well is because women pre-select. So if a man has a lot of confidence and he gets a lot of women are more likely to be with that man. It doesn't have anything to do with what.
And he the one that gonna break your motherfucking heart.
You're not letting me finish. You're not
Let her
letting me
finish, man.
finish. Because men think, oh, if a man's been with a lot of women, then that means he's gonna break your heart. I done been around men that get no vagina whatsoever and got no game, and they will dog walk you the same way somebody will with 100 bodies. So the reality is not what you're saying the reality is. Men are out here really messing with the girls that sleep around. They're not picking the girls that keep their body to themselves. Let's keep it a buck. I know a bunch of women that keep their bodies to yours. I keep my body to myself.
I keep my body myself.
That doesn't mean that like
you manipulating the odometer. You not being real, but in your heart that you know that you've been fucking around with a lot of niggas. So it don't matter what a nigga see. You know you ain't shit.
But
I don't know
the
who you're
thing is
talking
though,
about.
it
You're talking
doesn't.
about somebody else.
But in
Yeah,
their
clearly.
defense though, it doesn't matter what it
Clearly.
doesn't matter what anybody else knows or doesn't know. Like if she knows
Yeah.
she done been with 50 million dudes, but he don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Hey, and that's why I date women out of town because I don't know their body count. I can't date nobody from my hometown because everywhere I go, it's gonna be niggas. It's gonna be 10 niggas that I'm fucked, and I can't handle that.
You
What I
in for
don't
a
know
rude
won't hurt
awakening,
me.
baby. You
No, 'cause
not.
we-
You in
we
for
talk-
a rude
We
awakening.
talked about this. We talked about this last podcast. We said that from our because me and Bam are from the same place. So in
Yeah.
our hometown, when we see women who we know them been out there in the world and been with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and they got this dude wiped up, holding hands, and madly in love, we looking like, But the thing is though, he don't know none of that. He don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So to him, it don't even matter. To him, she the best thing ever. That's just how it is. Now you don't
As
ran
long as
LP off,
she's-
man.
I mean, honestly, it really like Bam literally just said, "I'll date women from a different area because I don't know what their body count is." What is that's not a double standard. That's you saying, "I just rather not know." That's it.
Yeah. Because listen, women don't really care if a nigga got a high body count.
Yes, we do.
Hey, man.
We
care.
do.
Nah,
I care.
My body count has never determined my relationship with a woman.
Yeah, but I care.
Bruh, like,
especially if I
I
know.
kind of don't. I mean, honestly, I kind of don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my perception that men have slept with a lot of women. It's just that how many women are you sleeping with when you're with me?
A lot of niggas buy pussy too.
I'm not trying to be with somebody who sleeps with multiple people. My pussy is not going to be able to handle or take that. It's just not. So I'd rather keep it to myself and wait until I'm rocking with
Hey,
somebody
we
who
would
I'm
never know.
concerned
We
that can
don't
do
know what your pussy can take because you already said you ain't gonna let a motherfucker know your body count.
it. No, why? No guy has ever asked me that though. No man.
That's
has
lame
ever-
shit. That's lame. That's lame.
It's lame.
we don't want to know. We don't
That's
care.
lame.
We don't
Ask
want to know.
me.
Which is
If for me to
fine.
ask you your body count is
No,
lame as fuck.
Because if a man asks your body count and you
That's
give the
lame.
wrong number, he gonna look at you different.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's lame shit. I don't want to
sorry.
know. I want to know who you is to me, how you treat me, how you go about me. Because I feel like I'm a good judge of character. I can feel like if you're gonna be loyal to me or whatever, I know when you ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? I can sense that shit. So if I don't care if you have a high body count because I do want somebody who's sexually experienced. I want somebody who's gonna suck my dick, swallow it, and they can nut in my mouth, I nut in their mouth.
And what are you doing to deserve all those pleasures? What are you doing in return?
I'm doing everything that needs to be done, sweetheart.
What is like what? Running your mouth. Besides that,
I'm a man. I'm a man.
What does that mean?
I
You-
take
what does
care.
that look like? Could you
Listen.
expound?
I'm a man, right? I pay bills.
Okay.
I cut
All of
grass.
them?
I wash
All of
cars. I take.
All of them?
I treat you. I cater to women because I cook and clean.
Okay,
So
you
I
sound
get
like
a
you
lot.
okay,
You
but
get a
the
lot of
average man is not
extra
doing
shit. You get a lot of extra shit from me. Because the thing is, I don't need a woman, but for sex, really. So
it. And we really don't need y'all, but for money. And
exactly.
We don't even
So
need y'all for
it's
that.
an even trade, and that's how life works. You give us the pussy, we get the money.
But question: what if you wanted more than a woman? Does she have to? Do you think that isn't it necessary to do more
I
for
want
her
you to at least.
financially that you wanted
I
that she
want you
don't?
to finances. Men don't care about finances like that. I don't want no drop chop bum bitch, but I want somebody who got something going on for themselves.
They said drop
But
top
at the end
bum.
of the day, I do what I do so I can provide and take care of a family. You know what I'm saying? And women, on the other hand, they do shit to show how independent they are.
But what
So-
makes you think, as a man that let's say you met me or whatever, and you wanted to sleep with me, am I wrong for saying, well, I'm gonna need X, Y, and Z for you to do this, that, and the third before I give you my pussy?
I mean, you're not.
No.
You're not
We're not gonna
wrong.
do that. We're not gonna do that because
No, I'm
I
asking
might
a
put
question.
out. I might put out a bunch of money that you might back out on the pussy. We can't do that.
What women doing that?
You gotta
Yeah.
listen. The way I feel about you after I fuck you is how I feel about you.
But what I'm saying is, when pretty much men want to have sex. So is it wrong for women to demand certain things and require?
That's why it's a market for
because you wanna have sex?
pussy. That's why it's a market for pussy. If you're gonna
Yes,
sell the
I mean, it's
pussy,
not like
if you want to
prostitution
sell
for
the
women.
pussy, sell it. It depends on how much you're gonna sell it for. If you're
But
gonna
what
make
if
me
you're not
wine and
trying to
dine
sell?
you,
What if you're
if
not
you're gonna make
trying
me
to
wine
sell
and dine you and take you out of town, just let me give you 1,500 and let me fuck you for about 2 weeks straight.
Well, LP, to answer your question, LP, honestly, for me, like it's not wrong for you to want to request that. You can request it, but if it's me, you ain't getting it, and I'm just
So
moving
you
on.
can ask me for
and I'm
sex, but I
and I'm
can't ask
and
you
I'm just
for
moving
money.
on.
So you
Like,
can ask me for sex,
right.
but I can't ask you for money.
No, listen, you can,
Oh.
you can. No, you can. But what I'm saying is, if if here's the thing, and this, I think this goes back to another double standard that I had. Women see themselves as the prize, right?
We are.
Every woman sees themselves as a man is like chase after them and we're the prize. And when I let him sleep with me, I'm giving him the best of me or whatnot. But the fact is, when you sleep with somebody, you ain't the only one getting pleasure. I mean, you're not the only one pleasuring, you're getting pleasured as well. So women see
I don't think
themselves
that's
as
a fair exchange, though.
but if women see themselves as the prize, why can't men see themselves the same way? Because we the prize too.
Well, but most times the only reason I say that, if I wanted you as a man, then yes, I could see that. But most men that approach me and automatically thinking we about to chill a few times and we about to fuck, that's a problem for me. First of all, I'm divine. I want to be sexually attracted to you. Who are you? I've had sex
He
with
got
people
to
and I
try
didn't know
it
that.
out. He got to try it out. He got to see
Ain't no
how
trying
far
out
he can go.
nothing.
He got to
I'm
see
not
how
no
far he can go.
I'm not an
Listen,
experiment.
listen,
Go
listen.
or something. You don't
Eric,
have to
listen.
experiment on me.
That's a part of a human nature. They test their boundaries. They test their limits with people. Sometimes I might go at it depends on how you carry yourself too. Because I might come at you with a little more respect versus I might come at you hard body.
I feel like a man who makes grand gestures, that's probably make me like you a little bit to the point where I may want to give myself to you after intellectual and stimulating conversation. You making me laugh. You done probably took me out to eat or something. It's not all about money.
I ain't taking you out to eat. I ain't spending my money on you. I'm not spending my money on you unless I know you worthy of my money.
But you interested in me, so what are you doing to gain my interest? What you got?
We having stimulating conversations. We enjoy each other mentally, and you know what I'm saying? And we stimulate each
what
other.
You gotta say, Shamika?
Only if Bam will let me talk. That's it. I'm just asking for permission.
Go ahead,
ask for
Shamika.
Permission? Thank you, Bam.
If you stand up one more time.
No.
Oh Lord.
See, okay. Here's the thing. I think that it's totally fine for a man to be sexually attracted to a woman. I think that it's extremely inappropriate to lead with that. I feel like after a certain age, it shows how much you respect yourself and how much you decide to respect me when you come that hard at me. You should just assume that I'm not giving my cookie box to everybody. So when I get offended and I don't want to talk to you anymore, and that's the problem that I have. Like I meet 40, 45-year-old men, and because they don't know how to pivot to talk to me, then they'll go straight for my body or straight for, and that's not attractive. And then they'll wrap it up in, oh, well, we're grown. You know what it is. I'm being honest. That's not attractive. It's just not attractive. It's not the way to get to it. On top of that, let me also be completely frank. A lot of y'all think that y'all be doing what you think you be doing in a bedroom, and you don't. So it don't be worth the little 3 to 5 minutes that you trying to give us. And you think that it is because somebody then lied to you and moaned a little too much, and you don't have the wherewithal to even listen to please a woman. So most of the time we're giving our body to you and we can't even instruct you in the bedroom. And so if we're going to talk about practicality, it's not even worth my time to let you get to the box, because most of the time you're going to waste the experience. And now I got to have an awkward conversation about how I don't want to deal with you no more because you're not bringing anything to the table, not even good deed.
Hey, Hook. Let me ask you a question. Shamika. What food that you don't like?
What food don't I like?
Yeah, what food you don't like?
Quinoa.
So how did you know you ain't like quinoa?
I'm not gonna be tried out like a fruit, but thank you.
No. It's not. Don't go off the example. Go to the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make. I done ran into women that deserve the respect. I done ran into women that I fucked in the first night, and
Okay.
then I'm glad I put that pressure on them. So you don't know unless sometimes you apply that pressure. You know what I'm
That
saying? Because sometimes it depends on every woman. Every woman is so different. So we can't sit here and I can't sit here and look at you and figure that you're like this way or you're like that way. It don't always work like that.
how you not paying attention? You could watch a woman and
No,
see
no, no,
how
no,
she
no, no. But
moving.
listen. Sometimes women can put on the biggest motherfucking front, and then they
That's
get back to
true.
the house and they think, you're like, yo, chill, baby. God damn, let me get.
Yeah, but
Oh shit.
see, that's
You
what
know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying is you're not even gonna get me to the house. That's too familiar. We're
Yeah.
not even getting there. So what I'm saying is pay attention to the room. If you see number one, and I'm not gonna say this with no cockiness in my voice, I'm saying this as a direct fact. When I walk into a space, my body presents itself whether I want it to or not. So
Mhm.
there's multiple men. I'm already paying attention to how men are interacting with me. So when a man approaches me, firstly, I have to figure out if I'm not interested, how I pivot out of it. Because usually what happens is all the other men are watching me to see how I interact with this one man.
And you
So
fuck
I'm
who you want to
already,
fuck.
but what I'm saying is I'm already conscious of my body. I'm conscious of my character. I'm
You got
conscious
picked.
if I'm giggling. No, I always get picked.
Yay!
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is not getting picked. Nobody wants to get picked just to be hunched on. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Cause y'all gotta
After a
be
You
certain
fucking
choose.
on us.
You choose. You choose who
no,
you want to fuck. You choose who you want to fuck.
So
nobody
Shamika,
wants to be
I'll
chosen just for that. That's what
Shamika,
I'm
I'll,
saying.
I'll say a couple things. Just to to retort. One, because you mentioned, the guy may not be bringing the necessary equipment to the bedroom, but it may not be pleasurable. What I do know is that, because when you have sex, it's kind of like sometimes it's good with certain people, sometimes it's not. So it may not be good with you, but to the next woman, it may have been the best thing ever. So that's
Yeah, but but
it's
what
like hit
I'm
or miss.
saying is that's Russian roulette for us.
Yes.
And that's what
I,
you
I
guys
get
It
it.
don't
is for
understand.
I get it.
us.
No,
You
it's
think
not.
you think every woman we fuck we get pleasure out? This
No, I
motherfucker,
didn't say that.
this motherfucker could be a dead fuck. Her pussy can fucking stink to hell. There's a lot of shit that go on. That don't mean like, come on, we have bad experiences too.
Well,
You
if
know
you
what I'm
took the,
saying?
I feel like if you took the time, y'all supposed to be so ready to push with sex. If you took the time to get to know someone, my best sexual relationships
And
are
that's
with
the
people
difference
are
between
with
men and
people who
women.
I was friends with first, who respected me and my body to the point I was like, oh shoot, you
Listen, men
don't,
don't give a fuck about that
you don't
shit.
want me.
We
But I'm
want to
saying
listen.
that's the
We don't
problem.
give a fuck about that shit.
I'm not playing Russian roulette like she said with my P to figure out if this is gonna be the guy. No,
I'm
let me
playing
know
Russian
you.
roulette. I'm playing
Let me
Russian
get to know
roulette
you.
because I'm gonna
I'm
find
not
out
about
which
to
bullet
have
gonna
sex
kill
with
me.
you and then
I'm
not
gonna
like
find
you
out what bullet
and
gonna
wonder
kill me.
why I
Goddamn
only
it!
had sex with you in the first place. I'm not gonna do that. Like we're in a generation, sex is so everywhere. That's why you get these women maybe with fishy coochies, unstimulated conversation, and coochie dry is not a good lay. You don't even know the girl, so you fucking a
Because
stranger.
men,
How
we
much
don't
more do you
care.
expect
We
out of
don't
that
listen.
with a stranger?
Men, we don't care. We don't have to be emotionally attached or anything to you. We just
But
want to get
there
our nut off.
it is. You
We want
gotta
to get
pick
our
a
nut
side.
off. We just want to
Well,
get our nut
damn.
off. We don't care about that shit.
Well, pick a
Once a man
side.
fuck you, and the way he go about you after he fucks you is how he really feels about you.
Which is why we're not hunching. Do you
That
understand?
part.
And that's cool.
You gonna
That's
show
why
me
you got
that before we
prostitutes.
have sex.
That's why you got prostitutes to go buy pussy with bitches want
That's
to act up.
fine.
You
And
you
let
buy
them
your
go
pussy.
get prostitutes.
You go buy some
That's
pussy.
fine. That's
I'm gonna go
That's
buy
what
me some pussy.
So be it. That and we dodged the bullet though. It's not hurting us. My thing is most time y'all come to us. Y'all come to us. Y'all are interested in
And
us.
listen, and 9 times out of 10, we got a backup plan. We like, yo, if this shit don't work out, I'm gonna go fuck this other bitch. So it don't
That's
matter.
why we hold the goods. And that's
Which
why.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
It's
Because
cool when you do it, but
you
it's a
win
problem when
some,
we do it.
you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this podcast is called Wrong Reserve for a reason, right? Because Bam is giving, his take on his sexual experience, right? With me, I look at it completely different. Like,
Oh, what's your perspective?
primarily because it's everybody want to be pleasured, right? Everybody needs that. Everybody wants that.
But you can pleasure yourself.
Well, you can, but like even if it's been times when even if I sleep with you, it's almost like that's not an end all be all. Because sometimes the first experience is just horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be any number of reasons. It could be a bad night. It could be any number of reasons. But if you genuinely like the person, then it's eventually everything else other than sex has to factor into it. So it's not, contrary to popular belief, it's not always about sex. Is it about sex? Absolutely. But you can sleep with somebody, and I think men feel a lot more than we want to admit to.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like we may say, I don't care about her to the homeboys, but we the same one texting her at night, what you doing? Can I please come over begging? That's the side you don't see. You know what I'm saying? And we've all been there, trust me. But I mean,
So you
Bam
had
got
a bad
Because listen, I wish y'all could have a dick for one fucking day, and y'all see why we feel the way
I
we
wish
feel.
that too.
I'll pass.
no, y'all
I'll
don't.
pass.
Y'all don't want it.
I don't want
See
it.
what it feels
Y'all
like.
don't want it.
I don't
Listen,
want
y'all
it.
don't want it.
I'm telling you how a man thinks. A man, like, listen, it's some women that he might go a little hard after, but it's some motherfuckers that he go to get his nut off.
Yeah, and that's sad.
But the thing is, that's with anybody.
Yeah.
it can be the same with women.
Not on the scale for women to men.
Unless
It's
you
not on that
know,
same
let me
scale.
Yes, it is.
I know a lot.
It's women that fuck with no feelings, true indeed.
Right,
you
that's
But
what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
on the scale of men. That's like me saying, yo, all black people eat fried chicken. You could be like, nah, there's a few people who eat fried chicken. But for the most part, most of them motherfuckers do that shit.
But we ain't talking about scales though. We ain't talking about.
That's why it's a market for selling pussy more than there's a market for selling pussy.
We're not talking about the number of women that do that versus the number of men that do that, but we're saying it's done, regardless of whether it's man, woman, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But how are you assuming that it's not women? Statistically speaking, women actually cheat more. Statistically speaking, women have larger partners than men. We're talking
No.
Wait, let me finish. And it's so crazy to me that men think that they just can have sex without feelings, when in every operation that I've been in, men do this girlfriend game where they're kind of like, they want to have some level of attention and attraction and connection so that the sex is good. They just might not be their woman, but they're talking to her all the time. They're texting her. They're dating her.
They doing what needs to get the pussy.
No, what they're doing
and to maintain the pussy. They're doing what can get the pussy and to maintain the pussy.
No, actually what they're doing is maintaining an emotional connection because that makes better sex.
Yes.
They're just not calling it that.
No.
That's why I was asking. Who has really had bad sex with people they haven't connected with? Like, if you take the time, y'all got a connection, y'all laugh. That sex gonna be wrong.
Listen. I done had good sex. I done had good sex from a crackhead who I used to sell crack back in the day. But I'm not double backing on that motherfucker. Are you serious? I done had a crackhead that I'll be like, I done had a crackhead where I was like, yo,
you fucked the crackhead?
If all else fails, I can go to this motherfucker because I know that pussy hitting and that head hitting.
You fucked the crackhead?
Fuck about that. I done did it before. I'm not saying I'll do it now. I did it before. I'm telling you, I was I sold crack. Anybody you dealt with that sold crack has fucked a fucking crackhead.
Shamika done fell on the floor. Girl, you all right?
Hey, before I move on to the next double standard, I want to make it clear I ain't never been with no crackhead. So Bam by itself on that one. You on your own on that one, brother. I'm sorry.
You never sold crack. Though. You never sold crack.
Good point.
No judgment. Well, I wish I could spark up on that one.
So while we're on this topic, right? And this is something that I really want to hear. And Shamika, I want to start with you because I want to hear your perspective. LP, we gonna come to you. Then Bam, Lord knows I'm gonna pray.
I don't want to hear nothing Shamika got to say.
No, Bam, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you on this one.
I'll fucking with you.
No, listen. When it comes to sexuality, right? Women can toggle back and forth. They can go from man to woman to man to woman, and it'd be okay. It'd be acceptable. Now you let a man go from a woman to a dude. Once he done stepped over that boundary, and there's no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gave from now until infinity. So Shamika, what are your thoughts on that in terms of the double standard as it relates to sexuality?
I feel like my response is going to be too deep. So I almost want to just pass.
No,
on
you
this.
gotta give a little bit of it.
We're not passing here.
I think that especially Black people, we have a really bad relationship with what we consider like acceptable behaviors. So it's okay for women to do it because it's like women are attractive and they're sensual and they're all these things. But I feel like it's the same exact thing. And if the difference is that people feel like it's different, but there's plenty of men that have had sexual experiences with other men and sometimes forced that can't open up and have that conversation because we have this double standard where it's like if you've ever been with a man, then there's always something going on. Just just FYI, most people that most men that have issues with their sexuality actually have been molested. So when you look at it from that lens and you look at it from the lens of like trauma, then it becomes a whole different conversation. And a lot of women, they'll be like, oh, I would never, I would never, I would never. But they want a man to accept all the nastiness that they've done or all the things that they've done in their past. And I just feel like that double standard needs to die so that there's certain areas in our life that we can just heal. I feel like Black men need to heal in certain spaces, and Black women being so closed off to that conversation is what's hurting them because they don't have any outlets to be able to say this happened when I was a kid or this happened when I was a teenager and now I don't know what to do with these feelings. But that's just a meism. I'm a little more open about conversation, so it's different. You know, I've had these conversations with people, so and I think it looks different from the lens that I work in. So yeah, I think it's all the same because I don't like cat. So I think eating coochie is disgusting because I don't like it. So I don't think there's no double standard. Like I think it sits the same way to me. Like I feel like if you letting me do that, it's the same thing. But that's just a meism.
Okay.
Get your hand on.
LP.
I'll have to disagree. I mean, technically, it's the same thing, but from a moral code, I just can't. Women have a natural attraction to each other. I feel like that's more natural than a man wanting and desiring another man. And most times I do agree with she says it's from some type of sexual trauma. The only reason I just prefer not to do it because I don't want you to be enticed by anything other than me. This is more of a mental thing for me. I can handle him being another female, but another man, that shit is nothing natural about you wanting to stick your dick in another man's another anus, butthole, whatever. There's nothing sexual about natural about having sex with a man. For me, have I had feelings and desires for a woman? Yeah. Will I want to be with them like that? No, but I mean, it's been very natural. I just don't think that's natural for men, and I don't want that. It's too much. It's not natural. A man can't even procreate. Why y'all having sex? Why? Y'all are just fulfilling this desire that feels good because y'all like that.
Well, listen, I'm with you.
Teach your woman how to please you around your butthole area. I don't feel like you have to go to another man to get that.
But that's also an issue. There's women that they're not gonna have that conversation or willing to do that with a man either. So that's part of the double standard. Because
that's the double standard, and I'm not
saying
that it's right. But
yeah,
whose fault is it that you can't have open conversation and dialogue with your man?
No, listen.
Because when you're around that gooch part, you know if a man gonna like it or not. Honestly, as a professional, experienced sexual expert, you gonna know when you get around that area if the man he like it or whatever, and then you can open that up. But let's not be so naive to the fact that you're not gonna know if a man don't like anal pleasure.
No, a motherfucker do anal pleasure, they borderline a faggot.
I don't give what if he don't want
you motherfucker? What if he like man, you want some dick in your ass, man?
What if he likes a woman's mouth or his
man? Look out! Ain't nothing going back there but a suppository. Ain't nothing going back there. If you want something back there, you borderline a faggot.
Is he borderline if he like his ass being ate?
Faggot.
No, I don't agree with that.
Listen. As a man, right? I'm a constantly test my boundaries sexually with a woman, right? So when I'm with a woman, right? Listen, I eat ass, right?
But what if she want to eat yours?
I'm an ass specialist,
What
right?
if
I
you want
eat
to eat
ass.
your ass?
Ain't nothing going on. Ain't
I'm
nothing going
so
on.
disturbed.
But
I
listen what I'm
am. I
telling you.
know. I went
Listen,
back there,
listen,
y'all.
listen. Let me get to my point. I like ass, right? I eat ass, right? And don't get me wrong, I like to fuck women in the ass too if they let me.
Oh my God.
So listen what I'm about to tell you. So if I eat your pussy, not eating your ass, the next thing I want to do is see if I can play around the rim of your ass, right? And then the next thing I want to do is I'm gonna see if I can stick my finger in your ass, right? So I'm gonna keep pushing the boundaries and keep pushing the boundaries to see how far I can go. That's just human nature. So as a man, if you let a woman eat your ass, you might let her test those limitations. And I
But
ain't
what's wrong?
letting
There's
nobody.
a pleasure that everybody get from your butthole, boy.
A
I
man
go to the
shouldn't
bath.
be in no. A
It don't
man should not
matter.
be in a position that vulnerable.
Y'all done came when y'all go see the prostate exam doctor. What are y'all talking about?
That's for our health.
You
That's
got
for our health.
It's
That's
me to
for
be
our
healthy
health.
to keep him happy around his
Man,
behind.
listen, ain't nothing going in my ass. 'Cause my pleasure come from my dick.
Not
My
even the
pleasure come
tongue.
from my dick and my balls.
So if
So ain't nothing
your
going
woman,
on in
you
my
met a
ass.
woman and she loves
Ain't
you and
nothing
wanted to put
going
her
on in
tongue
my
in your
ass.
behind, you wouldn't let her do it.
Ain't nothing going on in my
You
ass. You go
lying.
in my ass, you
You
gonna have a black eye.
lying. A
You go in
tongue.
my ass, you gonna have a black eye.
So if she's using her mouth
You
and giving you
tamper with my
information,
ass, I'm blacking your eye.
you lying. You lying. You lying. You with the
Not
baddest
you
bitch you done
lying,
ever been
LP.
with, and she stimulate you sexually, all areas, and start going a little bit deeper with her tongue.
She's
You not
not
giving her
going
black
to
eye.
my
You're
ass.
lying.
You crazy, bitch, motherfucker, you crazy as fuck. You think I'm gonna let any woman play around my motherfucking ass? Are you
What I'm saying when
serious?
she doing this and going and
Man,
naked
man.
and going up and
You can go to
down.
the gooch. You can go to the gooch. You go anything. You go out of county lines. I'm arresting you.
You not.
Yo,
You let her do the
like,
gooch. You already there, nigga. The fuck?
You crazy as fuck. You
You
ain't
damn
already
near
there.
there.
No. It's a whole different separation from.
But you're damn near there. It's a half of an
No,
inch of
no,
2.23 centimeters.
no.
man,
Boy,
listen. Real talk. Like, personally, for me, I just don't care that much. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I don't care, like, whatever you do in your bedroom,
Your
that's on you.
business.
You know what I'm
this what I'm
saying? Like,
saying. This is the
I
generation of men.
I
Sex,
don't
sex,
even.
sex,
It
sex.
doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even whether I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, that, you know, it is what it is. I think that let people be. If it gives you pleasure, do it. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
But
think that make
I
you
might not.
gay.
But here's the thing: I don't like it. but the fact is like, if you do it, I don't want to, like, with me, with anybody, whether male, female, hermaphrodite, whatever. Like, I don't want to hear about anything you're doing in your bedroom. It doesn't matter that much to me.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going around, you know what I'm saying, asking dudes you ever did X, Y, and Z, or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't asking that from nobody. You know, you do whatever makes you comfortable. You do. I just personally don't want to hear about it.
Can I ask Shamiko a question? Because I
Yes,
really want to go
ma'am.
back to what she said. So you are saying that if you met a guy and he revealed that he struggles with homosexuality, or sometimes, you know, he's not into women, but like sometimes he likes to get knocked off, or, you know, we want to be real grown. What if he like some type of, he struggles with that? You're going to be open to still pursuing something with this man who have those type of struggles?
My answer is yes, because I think it's between me, him, and Jesus.
Hey,
And so I feel like,
God.
but now there's certain things I don't do sexually. I mean, if you're asking that question. So it depends on where he's at, because there's certain things I'm not going to do because I'm just not comfortable. They don't turn me on.
Like
However, like I don't do butt play with men. I don't let them do butt play with me. So like there are some limitations. Like there's a lot I'll do, but that's one of them I'm not really into. I just don't like it.
You let me eat your ass? You let me eat your
No,
ass?
I don't like it. I
That
don't
feels
like
so
it.
good though.
I don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You
And
know, I always
it's
tell people, I'm like, you know how someone says I don't like something, and they be like, you just ain't had it from the right person.
no, it's not that. And I
No,
know
but I
people
get
say
it.
that it's not.
It's
Yeah,
a
no,
joke.
I don't like it. There's some stuff I don't like.
It's just not
But
her.
yeah, no.
Like, you know, you
Yeah,
like what you
but
like.
Yeah, I
think
thought
that
I did
people,
like it too.
I think people should keep like Hook said, like I'm a strong believer that people should keep what they do. I mean, we're having an adult conversation, so there's context here, but like I think it's kind of like that's where I draw the line when people are like so open about certain things, because I'm like, some of this in the right context is fine, but it's in your bedroom, like the safety of your bedroom. But I feel like that's when people can have opinions, when like you tell too much of your business. Like I feel like a man being like, I
Right.
love my ass ate, I just find that disturbing, because like just don't tell nobody. There's plenty of women that'll do it, there's plenty of people that are like in that space with you, but when you're on the internet, like that's where I'm like,
That's a
why
lie.
did you feel that comfortable to tell us that?
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
keep
lie.
that shit
I
to
bl-
yourself.
I
But I
blame
think-
Sexy Red.
Yeah, the question stemmed though from being with someone with the double standards, like being with someone who has those issues. Like, could you really be with somebody who has struggles with having sex with the same sex?
Sex. Yeah, I
And
think that
He's gonna always cheat on you with the booty cheeks.
straight men cheat.
He's gonna always cheat on you. If he's struggling with it, he's fucking homophobic.
Straight
He's homosexual.
Men
He's homosexual. Ain't no straight men
Straight
think about no other nigga.
men cheat. That doesn't fix the issue. Straight men cheat.
But
sorry.
it's worse when he cheat with a man.
I think
You
so.
can-
It's not. People want to say it's the same thing. That's not the same thing. It's not.
It's
even
worse
natural
when
for
he
two
cheating
men to
with
be
a man.
together. It's not natural for two men to be together, in my opinion. It's not fucking.
Yeah,
natural.
but there's some men that feel like if their wife goes and cheats with a woman, that's still a violation. And there's some men that feel like it's not.
But
That's a
guess
turn
what?
on.
Has a different line.
Listen.
It's the same thing.
If I come
Everyone has
home,
a se-
I agree with you. It's the
if I
same.
come
everyone has a
home
different line.
and my old lady in the bed with another woman, I'm gonna get naked, and she got to let me fuck, cause I'm gonna sue the fuck out if she don't. I'm
Well,
a blackmail the fuck out of her.
Bam, to that point, if she would have stood, you ain't getting nowhere near her, bro. I
No,
promise you.
I'll fuck a stud too. Them stud be thick like a motherfucker.
She ain't gonna let
Whoa!
but she ain't gonna let you.
So
That's
if
the
it's a
point.
stud,
No. It's some
okay.
stud. No, some studs let you fuck.
But hold on, so you're saying that she was caught with a stud who's a woman emulating a man.
She got a pussy and a fat ass. Listen. You
No,
see a
that's not what I
stud
said.
naked. You
That's
see
not
a
what I
stud.
said. What I
You
said
see a
was
stud naked.
he said if he came home and his woman was in the bed with another woman, he'd be turned on. My retort, if the woman is a stud, what's gonna be a turn on about it?
Let me tell you something. When those studs get naked, listen. God has given some of them studs the body of a goddess. You don't know it because them bitch got baggy jeans on and sneakers. But when them bitch get naked and that pussy start getting wet,
but she
bam,
acting
is
like
going
you,
in.
bro. But she may have a strap on. She may not. Some studs don't even.
I'm gonna snatch that scrap on off and I'm gonna bend her ass over and give her that work.
She not gonna want that from you, baby.
It's studs that listen. It's studs that want dick too.
It's
Bam,
It's studs that want dick.
You can't
It's
take it, bro.
studs that want dick too. It's studs that
not
want
okay
dick
to
too.
I don't concur. You gonna be mad? Him just kind of critiquing how he's been thus far. He's going to have a problem with a female portraying to be a male, operating her masculine
If she got a fat ass, I'ma overlook that.
Be able to fuck her.
If she got a fat ass, I'll overlook that.
But she's not gonna want to fuck you, bro.
She gonna have to fuck me. I'm a black metal. She gonna have to fuck me. I'm gonna call the law.
Well, you gonna be calling
And
the law.
in some states, you cheat with a motherfucker, you go to prison.
Please. Hey y'all, so hey, check this out, right? So we're running a little short on time, right?
Oh my God, this time?
Almost already, right? It goes fast. So Shamika, let me get your final thoughts on this double standard conversation. And then LP,
Shamika, you keep switching your body around that chair. You thick now.
You know what, Bam?
That's the problem with this world.
Okay. My final thoughts. This conversation definitely didn't go in the direction I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was anticipating, but this was not it.
It wasn't it. Bam turned to sexual.
It went straight there. But double standards. I think double standards are natural and necessary. I believe in gender roles. I believe that there are certain roles that men should take up, and even if they don't believe they should take them up in order to enter into whatever relationship they want to enter in with me, they will take them up. So Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm a little bamboozled, but
That makes
Yeah.
two of us. Go ahead, LP.
I really wish we could have delved a little bit more because you had a really good question about being at home, and I really wanted to tag that. But this was a prime example of what's wrong with the world. I think this was an excellent platform, but it proves my theory of everything being so sexually driven. It's like we can't even, not saying we couldn't, but we could not even have a stimulating conversation without it being about sex. And unfortunately, that's what this world is coming to. And until we really pride ourselves, and nothing wrong with that, because I love the conversation. I love to indulge and say little things sometimes. But, Shamika said some things that just put in perspective. And I just feel like if we kind of got out the sexual thing, we can have more meaningful and purposeful relationships, and you'll be able to communicate with your partner. Everybody can have sex. Everybody can fuck this person, fuck that person. Sex is so fluid. It's so easy. It doesn't take any work, but it's like that's what it's all about. And I just want to get out of that. I want to get out of that. I don't want a man to feel like he got it. Okay, he not being pleased, or I'm not. We can't effectively communicate. Now he going to smash somebody else, or he's not in touch with his trauma. He doing this. Like at the end of the day, can we just put sex to the side and get to know a motherfucker? Like get to know me. Like I promise you, I just met this guy yesterday. He was sending me a dick pic. The fuck is wrong with
So
that?
unattractive.
That's
Right.
so unattractive. And
He trying to get to know you. He wants to
but
see
that
what you
ain't the
working with.
way. And I feel like we are
Nah, that ain't cool though.
we are so warped. This false
It's like
sense of
sexual assault right away.
girl,
So listen. Sometimes you got to check out the steak before you buy it and cook it.
No, how about not trying to check out all the steaks?
Right.
Okay. Sometimes you can just
Absolutely.
look at steaks.
Sometimes you got to check out all the steaks and find out which one's the
But
bad
they're
one.
not gonna let me try it out in the store. I gotta look at it. I gotta examine it. We don't even eat
You
it
can
anymore.
tell
When
the ones.
you
the
don't
ones-
even expect
can't
No,
take it home
listen.
and cook it.
Look at
You
it.
can tell.
You
You can tell.
in the store. You
No,
don't
you
put
can
the meat
tell.
in the oven.
The one that's on discount, they got about a day left before they spoil. Now you
That
get the
part.
ones that fresh with a high price, they probably good meat.
You didn't know
That's-
that if they didn't give you that information. Now did you though?
That's
Right.
that's
You
the
wouldn't
information
know
they
that if
got
you
it. They
didn't-
gotta
you
give
had
it.
to take
They
the
gotta
time.
give it, or they'll get sue the fuck out of their ass. I sue the fuck out of them. They gotta give the information.
So you gotta get to know who you, but you don't have to try to buy nothing because you can't pull out meat in the store and cook it in nowhere. I promise.
Absolutely. Hey, Bam, let's get your Bamism, bro.
So my bamism is, y'all women need to listen to men more and stop trying to give y'all.
Not you.
Not
you
you.
though.
Listen,
Not
you
you.
listen to me. You getting the raw part of that. Shamika, you slow down hard headed and you don't want to listen. Now you on the other hand, LP, you on the other hand, you got a lot of potential, but you're very sexual. So by me talking to you, I get turned on. Shamika, I gotta really talk to you because I don't know if you're gonna give me the pussy or not. But she, on the other hand, she has potential of giving me the pussy. You don't. So it's a different relationship. But anyway, double standards are double standards, bro. Once you learn to accept them, your life will be better.
Shamika, let me step in my goddess game up because I don't even know how to take that.
And as far as my hookism, I'll be honest, Shamika, you said that this conversation didn't go in the direction that you thought. I'll be honest, it went exactly in the direction I thought it was going to go in. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized, even though I got what's going on, even though I got there are a lot of societal double standards. I really wanted to kind of delve into some of those, but it all reverted back. Yeah, but it all reverted back to sex, obviously. So, and I know that's a big one. But what I will say is, personally, for me, I do not subscribe to societal norms. You know, I believe in allowing people to be who they are. You know, whether if you like it, I love it. So it doesn't even matter. You know, you whatever you do in the privacy of your own home, that's on you. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. You know, I don't. Whether you're gay, straight, bi, whatever, I don't want to know what you got going on in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, this was a very interesting conversation. We definitely got to have this is definitely going to require a two-parter because there are a lot of double standards. yeah, I didn't get an opportunity to kind of delve into, and we'll certainly touch base on that. But again, Shamika, as always, thank you. I really appreciate you. Always love your insight. LP, it was a pleasure. It's I don't know what I was expecting, but you certainly surpassed my expectations. So I really appreciate you, being as open as you are, and just not being shy at all. So I appreciate that. Bam, as always, I appreciate you for being you.
Listen, LP,
never a dull moment.
LP, hey, LP, you got OnlyFans?
Do you see that tag under my name? What it says?
Black Cosmic Goddess.
Dude, Black Cosmic Goddess sounds like she would have a freaking OnlyFans. I don't need to do that, babe. I don't have to do that.
I'm just asking because
No.
I want to subscribe to whatever you got going on.
No, it's
she,
not, baby.
she said no. She ain't got none.
You ain't got nothing?
But I am, embarking on a Patrice Pocket Rockets meditation and mantra.
Bam is something else.
YouTube.
No,
He's
Shamika,
something else.
you keep fucking switching positions in that chair and it's fucking doing something to my mental. But go ahead.
Your mental was disturbed from the first moment you got on here. I wonder if Bam could have a whole conversation with a podcast without talking about sex.
He
No.
can. I've heard him.
Oh, really?
It's possible.
Religion.
It's
Religion.
possible.
That's a turn
Believe it or
on,
not.
Bam. That's a turn on. Now that's a turn on.
So the next podcast is gonna be well, you are dumb. The next podcast is gonna be Thursday, August the 10th. Topic is gonna be conditional versus unconditional love. And maybe in this podcast we can stay away from sex a little bit, but we're gonna talk about what it means to love somebody conditionally versus unconditionally.
You need to have sex.
It's going to be a good conversation. So in the meantime, again, guys, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Shamika, Latoya, I appreciate you. And until next time, you guys take care. Thank you.
Thank you.